I was even 18. Brett Kavanaugh was clearly prepared and trained for last Thursday's hearing. Is it not committing perjury? And why would he do it when saying no big deal, it was legal?
The key to either the perjury statute or the false statement statute often turns on the knowing falsity of the statement. So if somebody is lying about whether or not they were drinking underage, that means that we have to conclude that he must have not known that drinking was illegal at that particular age.
But wouldn't he prepare for testimony last week?
Wouldn't he prepare? Yeah, I would expect him to prepare, and maybe he was caught off guard in that clip that we just saw. But it goes back to whether or not did he knowingly make a false statement about his awareness of the drinking age. If it can be proved that the drinking age, he could not have been of age. And it's probably not realistic, whether you drink or you don't drink, like President Trump, we at least are generally aware whether we're allowed to or not. Otherwise, the notion of a 22-year-old in the forest believing he's illegally drinking when the drinking age is 21, it makes no sense. Those are the little kinds of lies that then satisfy the next element of materiality. In other words, was the statement made to mislead the senator asking the question? Yes, high school drinking might be inconsequential if I'm asking about selling arms to Iran or something else like that. But if the question is about what was your drinking like in high school and you mislead a senator, now we're getting into perjury and false statements, possibly.
But it's also kind of thing, Cynthia, especially things on his yearbook page, easily disprovable, but also forgivable for a lot of people, maybe not Democrats, but there's a lot of people across the country who might say lots of kids have drank, and I'm putting sexual assault aside for a moment.
Right.
There's a lot of people who would say lots of kids would drink and party in high school. Lots of kids might look back on things and wish they wrote more responsible or mature things on their yearbook page. And the president goes on in those remarks to basically say, look at his adult life. If kids drink in high school, so what? No big deal. It's not about is drinking a big deal. Why would Brett Kavanaugh lie on that massive public stage where he had clearly spent hours upon hours preparing for those remarks?
You know, that's hard to understand, because count me in as somebody who doesn't care that he drank in high school, taking away the sexual assault, which I obviously do care about. But I think part of it is an arrogance that we don't, that we're also stupid, that when anybody as brilliant as Brett Kavanaugh tells us something, that we'll just take it. I mean, it's insulting. And he has gotten away with it for a very long time, and he thinks that he will get away with it again. And if the FBI investigation continues to be limited in the manner in which it is, he is going to get away with it.
Then did he make things worse for himself on Thursday when he gave his opening remarks and he spoke passionately, defending himself, saying he had never done this? And when he spoke about his family, many people across the board took that saying, wow, he's made a strong argument. Dr. Ford has made a strong argument. But it was after that, Danny, all of these, and I keep calling them small lies, but a lie is a lie. And he chose to tell those lies for seemingly no apparent reason. People would have been okay with the fact that he went to Beach Week in high school and threw up from drinking. But to say, oh, about that sensitive stomach of mine to spicy foods, bull!